This is Outnumbered, and I'm Melissa Francis. Here today is the host of Kennedy on the Fox Business Network, our very own beloved Kennedy. Fox News contributor Lisa Boothe, Fox News contributor Jessica Tarlov, and
Doctor, it's Doctor.
Yeah, there you go. This
After law school.
awesome group.
Esquire.
Okay. I can't wait to get started. Let's do it. President Trump set to speak to the annual meeting of the National of that for those Democrat voters. But then when everybody hits the field, it's about the passion, and people connect with people or they don't. Never would have predicted the Bernie phenom.
Yes.
I wouldn't have predicted the Trump phenom. You know, they just get out there and people have momentum. What do you think? How do you think that, does that speak about Biden, or who else in the field do you see on the Democratic side that has that kind of passion?
It's really interesting.
Behind up Biden, Obama. They also turned down Oprah for the endorsement.
Absolutely. And use these.
I think is risible
I was
on its face.
trying to contextualize this in the larger
you're
issue
right.
going on amongst Democrats.
That spin, though, that I don't think washes, and I think we probably agree on that. I understand.
I wasn't trying to spin it.
No, he's not saying yours. He's saying Biden's
is spinning.
Okay, I feel safe.
No, you're safe.
Is my point. Here's the thing about Biden,
Jessica
though.
always feels safe when I'm here.
Before we declare Joe Biden a dud, let's see.
Start going up. You know, it's like, yeah. I mean, we cheered because we're economic people, but go ahead.
Well, you and Kennedy cheered.
We did.
But there's sort of two different things going on with this speech as you lay out the economy and then also some of these red meat issues like immigration, like an attempted coup, as he said, against him, this witch hunt that he describes, because you have to get the base excited and get them to turn out, which is essentially what this speech is. But what is ultimately going to win in the election, if he does win again in 2020, is the economy. Because
I mean, I largely agree with what you all said. He also mentioned health.
Everybody wins on health care because they're coming in and they say, it's broken, I'm going to fix it. And so they win, and then they get in and they don't fix it. And then the next group wins on health care. Okay, good. I hope so. That would be wonderful to see. Just one day into the race, and past controversies are all
right. Well, that's former Vice President Joe Biden on The View this morning, addressing criticisms over his handling of the 1991 confirmation hearings for Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and the highly controversial testimony of Anita Hill. Biden shared this. More prepared for that question.
That is a very good question, right? So taking a step back briefly.
Years ago. Why does he call her just a few weeks ago? That's no different than Michael Cohen reaching out to Carrie McDougal. I'm sorry. This is all for political convenience, and I don't blame her for being offended. I would be deeply offended if I were being used as a political pawn in order to give him some coverage and comfort room right before he announces that he's running for president. It's offensive.
Jess, how big of a problem is this for Biden?
Well, when we talked about this issue on the couch a few weeks ago when the Lucy Flores piece first came out, remember I said, I think Anita...
On that. All right, the Trump economy is booming. I didn't plan that, but all right.
To read that report with oven mitts, it's so hot. President Trump touting the strong economy at the NRA convention in Indianapolis. Enough for the president right now.
Right now, yes. If it's sustainable, it's still
much lower. What does this say?
It says that estimates were a lot lower and we overperformed
and
them.
And
that's great because I love America.
Yes.
Back to being a Democrat, though. So
how did Democrats capitalize on this?
They capitalize on
does the president have what it takes, and how much influence does the federal government have on economic growth?
I have a question about it, though. Harry Enton pointed this out.
They like
exactly,
and we're living in a weird time, which is fantastic. We've got more outnumbered. In just a moment, stay right here. Hello. Thanks so much to the wonderful, inimitable Guy Ben.
We'll treasure this memory.
Friday fun day for sure.
Friday, we're training to D.C. together.
So if you're in D.C., hop on our party train.
And we're riding the subway together.
It'll be very exciting if you're headed downtown.
No matter what contentiousness happens on the couch, we all commute together later on. We all live in the same apartment as well. It's very odd.
Very socialist.
Thank you so much. In Liberty, we celebrate freedom always. Back here, noon Eastern on Monday. Now, here's Melissa Francis.